mostly dry spot from last night. You can see where the water kind of traveled under my tent a little bit. Thunderstorms were crazy last night. Unfortunately, I washed some clothes that did not dry, so they're hanging on the back of my pack, and that's why I'm wearing pants this morning. But it's cold out, so it's okay. So I'm very excited because this video is going to be all about Collegiate West. Looks like you're standing on the edge of the world, looking at Mars. Fucking snow on the trail. It's August 1st, by the way. Made it up to Hope Pass this morning. It was like a 3,000-foot climb, but we camped partway up. It's cold and beautiful up here. So if you're unfamiliar, the Colorado Trail splits into Collegiate East and West, and then they rejoin after about 80 miles. Collegiate East is the traditional route. Collegiate West is the alternate, but as far as I understand it, the Collegiate West has better views, so that's why we picked to go this way. They're roughly the same mileage. I think West is a tiny bit longer and a tiny bit more elevation gain, but nothing significant. It looks like Pennsylvania. So we hiked way up to Hope Pass this morning, and now we're hiking way down. And then we're gonna have to go way back up to Lake Ann Pass later today. And we're going for 21 miles today. Finally warm enough to put on my wet shorts from last night. I don't usually snack while I hike, but I'm stressed out about doing 21 miles. I think we've only done like 17 so far, so 21 feels like a lot. Evan made a friend. What's your friend's name?
Orange butterfly.
Looks like a storm is a brewing, and I have a pass to go over. We are on our way up to Lake Ann Pass right now.
What?
You're supposed to avoid doing passes in the afternoon because of thunderstorms, but kind of hard to avoid that altogether when you've got like miles you gotta do. There's Lake Ann. Look at that. Seriously, I've never seen anything like it. I do not understand where we're crossing over. It doesn't look it on the video, but that's all so steep.
I'm detouring off the trail here.
Trail.
Because the trail in August is still covered with snow.
I feel like walking.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that still looks sketchy as fuck. If you fall down that, you're just literally gonna fall down this whole thing.
Yeah. It's not a cliff.
Looks kind of cliffy. Whew. my god. Oh my god.
Oh wait, maybe I should go up here. One step at a time with your trekking poles.
This is scary. So scary. Holy fuck.
Yeah, maybe that way that I saw.
Holy shit, I'm not joking. That was scary, and I don't get scared very easily, especially on heights.
Ooh, the mermaid summited.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Collegiate Pass. Okay. Raindrops are hitting. We gotta go. This is why you're not supposed to go over a pass in the afternoon. Just rain right now. No thunder yet. And we're a while from tree line. Rain didn't last, but we've been hearing some thunder in the distance, so we're just trying to book it to camp as fast as we can. We got 5 more miles till we water up and then look for a spot. I'll see you there. Okay, here we are at camp, but the next morning. We got in kind of late last night. It was like almost 7 o'clock, and I was tired, so I didn't film. We just set up quick, ate dinner, and went to bed. But we got this really cool camp spot, which I don't even know what you call it. I think that's a dirt road over there. Look at that moon. And we are doing 20 miles again today, or we're going for 20 again today. So let's go. So, yesterday was a really hard day for me. We did almost 22 miles, and physically my feet felt like broken. Starting to get a little blister in the back of my heel, and mentally I was just like really stressed out about it. Our schedule that we made through the end of the trip is like all 20s basically, except for a couple of Neros when we go into town, and I hated 20s when we did the Appalachian Trail. I thought it would be easier out here. I feel like people say that the miles are easier out here, and also just logistically from town to town it like made sense to do the bigger mile dates. It's hard to explain, but now that we're in it, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I was really looking forward to this section, and I just feel like I'm too stressed about the miles to enjoy it. Fuck. It doesn't seem like we can pass that without getting our feet wet, so I'm gonna put my Crocs on. Feet are dry, so that was successful. Heading up to Cottonwood Pass right now, and all I can think about is I hope I have phone service. I really want to call Luke. About halfway up. Going so fucking slow. You can actually see the tree. It is a person. So we made it up to sort of a high point that we thought was Cottonwood Pass, but I think it's actually down. There's a road down there, believe it or not. And then we go back up another 500 feet. So we're unclear of where the pass actually is because far out the app has no waypoints around here. There's just a few water sources and that's it. No mention of Cottonwood Pass. As I fall backwards off the cliff. The road I mentioned, we're gonna cross it and then head up there into that cloudy mess. Man, people just gotta drive up here. I'm kind of nervous to go up there with those clouds looking the way they do. But it is what it is. I just don't have a choice to get 20 miles done. Literally just can't stop hiking. Also, zero phone service up here. Okay, just made it up to another high point, and I think that's kind of the whole day. We're gonna be kind of like up, down, up, down. It is beautiful up here. You can hear me with the wind, but I finally got some service and I got to talk to Luke, which is why I'm like an emotional mess right now. I need to hear his voice, and I feel a lot better, actually. I wish he was here. Ah, the sun! Whew. Days on trail, I would think. Whew. That was fun. Oh yeah. Keep looking at that island down there. If this video turns out to be like 25 minutes long, I apologize because it's just so pretty. I can't stop filming. Evan's kind of running. You can see the trail goes all the way that way. It's pretty. This frickin' cloud just started to rain. Only felt a couple of drops, but I think I'm like miles from getting off of this ridge situation. Made it. Also, I put my rain jacket on so it stopped raining. Up again. I'm struggling so much again today. What the fuck? I'm like having a hard time with the up, and then it starts sprinkling, and I start panicking because it's really not safe. It's not thundering. I'm being such a baby. I just can't go any faster than what I'm going. Fuck. just I feel like we're in the Lord of the Rings. Holy shit. That was either the last climb of the day or the second to last, depending on where we find a campsite. So if we can't find somewhere to camp, we're gonna have to go straight up over that. And then it's looking stormy at the moment. Beyond it, I'm getting pelted with hail. I thought we could make it over. Ow. Man, this video's gonna be so long.
That's nothing to worry about.
Feels like little bee stings.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not that fast, so people pass me and I never pass them.
Dude, you're gonna camp there?
Where else am I gonna camp?
We're trying to go over.
I can't make.
You're tired? You mean like you're tired? Or the storm?
Oh, I'm tired.
What do you,
Okay, the hail passed, the thunder seems like it's going the other way. Very windy, but we're gonna try to make it over. Shit. Okay, so the good news is the weather has calmed down. The other good news is we're past the 20-mile marker for today, which is what we were trying to hit. So now we are just looking for a spot to camp. The bad news is we're back to these fucking rocks, and there's definitely nowhere to camp for a while. We made it. I think it was probably more than 22 miles today. We are camping across this dirt road in the bushes. I'm over there. You can barely see the white tent. I'm hungry, gonna cook dinner and go to bed. So usually we start hiking at 6:30 or 7, but we did some extra miles yesterday, so we had a little leeway and all our shit was pretty wet from last night. So we're letting it dry for a little bit in the bushes, getting a late start. The fuck is that? So the drying thing didn't really work. I think it was still just too cold this morning, but we only have 17.5 miles today, which doesn't seem like a lot compared to the last 2 days. So hopefully we can carve out some time midday when it warms up. It's just been raining every night, so I've had my tent like all zipped up, and it's so cold that I've just been getting like some condensation inside the tent, which is just what happens. But yeah, I haven't had time with these big days to dry stuff out at all, so my sleeping bag has been gradually getting more and more wet every night. And it really does get freezing cold overnight. It's like so warm during the day and so cold overnight. So yeah, it's kind of dangerous to have your down sleeping bag be this wet. I've been over this pass this morning. Sorry for the wind. name for this when everything's drying? Oh, I feel so much better today. Between the slightly lower miles and the now dry gear. And I just spent this morning talking to Evan about our plan for the rest of the trail. So I think I mentioned that we were planning on doing basically all 20s to the end, and that was stressing me out. I was crying off and on all day yesterday. I don't know how much of that you guys caught. But yeah, we kind of discussed it, negotiated, and I was able to come up with a plan where just by adding one more day to the trip, we were able to kind of like figure it so that we could do mostly 18-mile days, couple of 19s, and I just feel so much better about that. Just gives us a little wiggle room because depending on where we can camp, we may still have to do some 20s, but at least there's a little more flexibility. So glad I feel better today. What you wearing?
My Bud Buddy. Closest thing at hand. And it's cold.
Home for the night. So today was borderline uneventful. There was no sketchy snow to cross over, no hail, no lightning, no crying. We got to camp at like 5. My kind of day. Bear bag is hung. Good night. Good morning, getting packed up. Hey Evan.
Yeah?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 60.
60! Here's a pretty lame 60. A lame 60th birthday card.
Happy birthday, Evan card. I gotta carry this. Can you carry
Yeah,
it?
that's why it's a lightweight gift.
I'm not gonna read this.
You don't have to read it out
I'm gonna read
loud.
some myself.
Okay.
And I got a Mount Albert sticker.
Look at him go. 60 years old. A little extra pep in our step this morning because we are going into town today, which is good because I think today is day 8 since I've had a shower. Man, look at that moon. All these lakes up here. High point of the day. gonna try to find a ride into Salida. So we ended up on a ski mountain, and now we're heading up to the ski lift. Made it up to the ski lift. So I'm gonna wrap up this Collegiate West video, even though technically once we get back on trail tomorrow, we still have a few more miles in this section. But yeah, since we're going into town today, we're gonna wrap it up here. It has been a crazy couple of days. It's been so beautiful, but it's also just been chaotic and harsh, I think is the best word I can think of. I mean, I showed little bits of us like walking on rocks, those like little rocks that move when you step on them, and we did that for miles and miles. And then the weather, I mean, I feel like I captured some of that, but between it just would get freezing cold with wind and hail, and then it would get so hot that you're getting sunburned, and yeah, it was crazy the last few days. But would I do it again? Absolutely. Maybe I wouldn't cry so much next time. I can't really compare it to Collegiate East because I haven't done that, but 10 out of 10. It was awesome. Alright, we made it to US 50, I think is the road, and we are going to get a ride into Salida, and I'm very excited for a shower, and I will see you tomorrow when we get back on the trail.